Okay, first we have Mark Taylor. State your name and address for the record, and you have up to 5 minutes. Thank you, Mark.
Before I begin, only part of mine is about this issue. Would you rather me wait till the end or go ahead now?
Do the strategic plan piece. Or
just do it all. Do it all.
Do it all?
Okay. I'm Mark Taylor. I live at 12912 Sycamore Circle. Once again, as our board and as our superintendent, you have violated our trust with your lack of transparency and truth. First off, in regards to the 5-year strategic plan, members of the board asked some pointed questions about some aspects of the plan. The superintendent was evasive and even misleading with his answers to the board and by extension to the public. The board and the public always deserve the whole truth, not just the parts that serve the superintendent's hidden agenda. Joan Grimm will be speaking about this in detail later. Next, look at the superintendent's recent claim in media coverage that KCS worked with students, parents, and educators to reconcile vast community input into the strategic plan. It is just not true. Very little of Speak's plan was added to the current revision. Nothing of substance was changed. This was an obvious attempt to appease and to present to the media an air of cooperation on the superintendent's part that does not exist. This was just another slick PR trick. Let's now think about the recent release of TCAP results and the superintendent's reaction or spin on the less than stellar results. Our superintendent has claimed that the disappointing results may not be an accurate reflection of the actual learning that occurred last year. Knox County switched to Common Core standards last year, and the TCAP is not aligned to Common Core standards. So, in essence, our superintendent is claiming the test scores are not representative of what our students did and of what our teachers did. If this is the case, then why are teachers still being judged on those flawed test scores? Why is it okay to label teachers ineffective and require them to be placed on improvement plans based on a test and results that the superintendent is claiming are not accurate and do not align to the curriculum? Why does the superintendent get an out but not extend that same leniency to his teachers? And by the way, I find it extremely amusing that you now recognize that data is not accurate if the curriculum is not aligned to the test. I'm wondering if perhaps the unimpressive test scores are the reason for the BOE's called meeting to discuss the superintendent's annual evaluation on August 18th. Maybe in light of the drop in test scores, the superintendent is going to be presented with a conference of concern? Nah, never mind, probably not. This brings up another issue. How, if the Knox County score group is another issue where trust, truth, and transparency is missing? There was no transparency in the selection process, there's been no transparency in the meeting process, and there's been no sharing in the minutes with teachers, and there has been no real changes made as a result of this group. The purpose of this group is to build trust, increase communication, and make positive changes for our students. This has not happened. As I feared from the start, it's been just another PR spin by our superintendent to appease and appear to be listening to teachers. But we're no longer fooled by it. It doesn't work anymore. Now that the public is aware of what's happening, the whole truth is all that's acceptable. Trust, transparency, and truth. If you're working for what's best for the students of Knox County, these 3 qualities will always be present. Today, none of them are.